Hi guys, it's Mike White with Baby Monkey Studios, and I'm back with another tutorial. This one's going to be a very general tutorial. It's going to be teaching us a bit of JavaScript and a bit of Smarty and how to solve yet another problem. This time we have an apostrophe in customer order notes is causing a problem when basically when a user is entering an apostrophe in the customer order notes, which is this box right here, customer notes, then it is causing an error and not allowing this credit card to process. Now, there's different ways you can fix this. Obviously, you can dive into the PHP and find out, check for those apostrophes, find out what's causing the error. But in this case, I'm just going to show how to fix it with JavaScript on the surface, basically. Fix it on the client side. So, again, maybe not the best way, but we're going to show you how to handle this. So, let's get started. Now I'm going to take this as if you haven't done any of my tutorials and show you how to first find the template. So I'm going to start Webmaster Mode. I just went to Tools, Webmaster Mode. I'm going to brush over this real quick. And I'm going to open the customer area in a new window. And move my debugging console. Now I'm already logged in. I've already got something in my cart, so I'm just going to go for Checkout. And I'm going to browse over the templates and find the one that indicates it's involved over here, and I already know what it is, so I went straight to it. It's common files, one page checkout, opc_summary.tpl. Now this is for the one page checkout. If you're using Fastlane checkout or an older Xcart, then you're going to need your template. But this shows you how to find the template using Webmaster Mode. Okay, so we're going to pull that open, and we're just going to copy it. Now I'm using a custom skin. In older versions, I think you just go right ahead and change it right in your skin, but I'm going to go to my custom skin directory, and I've copied all the files. I'm done with Webmaster Mode, so I'm going to get that, turn that off so it stops popping up the window, and I'm going to go to my skin, which is my custom skin directory, and just follow modules. I can look back at my this is the one I'm copying from, modules, one page checkout. Okay, and we need a new file here, opc_summary.tpl. I've already typed it, so it should show up. Alright, let's create that. And then I'm just going to paste the original template code right in there. So we'll just save that. Okay, so now when we refresh out here, we're using our, get rid of our Webmaster Mode. And we can also be certain that we're using this MySkin modules, this new template I've just created to overwrite my common template. Again, you don't have to do that if you're using an older version of Xcart. You just modify the template directly, I believe. Okay, so what do we want to do? Well, I have provided some example code. We need to sanitize that input, and here's a JavaScript that's aimed at sanitizing, removing the apostrophe. Okay. And then we need an on-key press event to fire this JavaScript. Okay, so our first task is to figure out, what text field is this? So I'm using Chrome. I'm going to right-click and inspect element, and I see that I've got this text area, and its ID is customer notes, and its name is customer notes. Okay, so I'm just going to come into my template here. I can close this one. This is the one I copied from, and I'm just going to hit Control F. And type customer notes. Find next. Okay. It's right here up at the top. And there's the text area. So I know this is the template and this is the place where I want to make my change. Okay, I'm going to copy this script right here with this function check apostrophe. Just Control C. And then I'm going to paste it right in, above this text area. This is where I want to, I'm just going to keep the changes right here. And I could pretty this up, but for the sake of speed, I'm not going to. I'm not going to space it nicely. I'll probably be removing this right away. And we can see that the function check apostrophe, this is where you're going to start learning a little bit of specific Xcart stuff, but mainly just JavaScript. It uses these little curly braces. Now Smarty, this is a Smarty template. Xcart uses the Smarty template engine. They use the curly braces as well. So we can't just have these curly braces in here. One thing we can do is we can just come outside our script and just type literal. and then type literal at the end, right here. Okay, and this would make everything be processed inside these two, literal. It's just the template engine that just tells it to ignore any Smarty commands and just print exactly what's on the screen. Another thing you can do, this is the left delimiter. So we have a special Xcart specific, I believe, LDelim Smarty, variable that goes ahead and pops in a left delimiter where we need it. So instead of just surrounding the whole thing with literal, we can also do this. And, I think it makes it a little easier to read, a little bit easier to understand, and you can continue to use Smarty variables within your code, within your JavaScript. So I just went ahead and wherever I saw a left delimiter, I put LDelim and closed it, LDelim, closed it, and wherever I saw a right delimiter, I just put RDelim. Okay, so that handles customizing this JavaScript to work with Xcart. That's all we're doing there. And so now let's take a look at the JavaScript itself. When I was providing my example to the person, I couldn't tell them exactly what to do, not knowing the exact situation. But I can see in my case I have a text area. The rows are 3. It has an ID of customer notes and a name customer notes. And remember how we found that out, which one we were affecting. And so now what we need to do is assign this onKeyPress event first of all. So I'm going to take this onKeyPress event, put it in there. Don't need that window open anymore. Here we go. There it is. Okay, so onKeyPress, we're going to run this function check apostrophe. Here's the function check apostrophe. And that function starts out signing a variable, temp. So tmp equals document.forms.o. So it's looking at the whole document, which is the web page, and then the forms of the document, and it's going to look at O, which is the first one, the first form that it encounters on the document, .textbox name 1. Well, we don't have anything on our page called textbox name 1. We do have something named customer notes, and so we're going to take that and pop that in there. Okay, and I see it right here too, var if it not equals temp.replace. Then document.forms.o textbox name 1 again. So I'm going to put customer notes in there. Okay, and so now let's look at this. This is referencing the first form on the page, and that may not be exactly what we need. So let's just come over here, and I'm just going to view the page source. Okay, and I'm going to use Control F. And just search for the form. You can see I've already done this. And I get 4. So I've got 4 forms. This first one is talking about skip auto validation. I mean, you have to take a second and read. That's the shipping form. That's the payment method form. And then, this one is the checkout form. And that's the one that we need. In fact, we can see right here, here's our customer notes. Within this form. So we want the 4th form. In this case, yours may be different. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and change this then to 3 because usually in programming 0 is the first number. So 3 would be the 4th form. Okay, and I'll change this to 3. Okay, so all this is intended to do is run a JavaScript on a key press. And let's see if it's had its intended effect. Let's save this. We'll go over here to the front of the website and we'll refresh the page so we get a fresh copy of all the JavaScript. And we'll just type and we'll try to put some apostrophes in. Ooh, they're disappearing. I don't know if you can see that, but when we type now, and if we were going to try to spell out art, can't put that in there. It's just going to delete those apostrophes. Okay, now, again, there's better ways to do these things. And, you can also sanitize it on the other side with PHP as well. But it's a good idea to do both. Go ahead and get the bad stuff out with JavaScript. And then go ahead and get the bad stuff out that you don't want with PHP. Check for it again, just in case they've disabled JavaScript. All right, I hope it has been educational. This is Mike White signing off and wishing you good luck with all your e-commerce efforts. Talk to you soon.